A 14-year-old girl charged with DUI, and that's strange enough. But what about the 51-year-old passenger in the car? We knocked on his door. Welcome to KOIN Local 6 at 6. I'm Casey Montoya. And this story starts with a crash around 3:30 this morning on I-5 North in Lewis County. That's about 3 miles south of Napa Vine. 3 Portlanders were hurt in this dramatic rollover. But the really strange part of the story, the driver was a 14-year-old girl. That's where KOIN Local 6 reporter Ken Body picks the story up. Ken?
Well, the car that rolled belongs to a Stephen Hardy of Northeast Portland, and Washington State Patrol says there's no way that a 14-year-old should have been behind the wheel. 51-year-old Stephen Hardy was the only adult in the Dodge Caravan that rolled on Interstate 5, ending up on its top. He owned the car but wasn't driving. Washington State Patrol says it was this 14-year-old Portland girl whose identity we're protecting. She was charged with DUI, being a minor in possession of alcohol, and not having a valid driver's license. This 16-year-old girl was also in the car, a passenger, not facing any charges. Both girls were taken to the hospital. Hardy was also hurt but refused to be transported. He was not charged.
I'm really shocked because I don't even know what's going on.
We went to Stephen Hardy's Northeast Portland home to ask him about what happened and why a 14-year-old with alcohol was driving his car. We met 2 of his daughters who hadn't heard about all this and say they are concerned for their father.
No, and we don't even know where he was at. Like, to be honest, we're kind of concerned. You know, he hasn't been home, but.
Again, Hardy has not been charged, but the Washington State Patrol says the case is still under investigation. The 2 young girls in the car have been treated for their injuries and released. Well, Washington State Patrol says that Hardy has a suspended license after prior violations. DMV records indicate that the Dodge Caravan had an expired registration. Reporting for you live, Ken Body, KOIN Local 6.
New at 6.